Special thank you to our sponsors. Over here in the South, we have our favorite of the group. He is
Wongjin Star Soki.
And over here in the North, he's believed to be the weakest here in the GSL Code S. Can he prove them wrong?
Azubu Sleep.
You know, it's a tough group to do so in. In fact, any of these groups would be.
Well, it's also going to be pretty agitating to be picked first. And just so you guys know, when you do get picked first here for your group, players are most likely going to pick somebody who they view as weaker.
Yes.
So that way they have a higher chance of getting out of the group.
It takes a true badass to do otherwise. Like, we've seen it from, like, Parting, for instance, where he's like, well, I'm just going to pick the best player. It's like, well, I mean, maybe this is why you haven't won a GSL yet, Parting. I mean, come on.
It makes it exciting, Parting, but it might not be in your best interest.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, it is ZVZ, so, again, it can be pretty volatile overall. You know, I think he's kind of lucky to have dodged Terrence, even though he did a great job against Terran before.
Yeah.
Because I think that matchup is where mechanically he's going to look the weakest, and that's his poor mechanics are really going to kill him. So, you know, mostly ZVZ, and then a PVZ is a ZVP as well. We'll see what he can do. I mean, I'm not too sure.
We had a spawning pool into hatchery here for Sulky. Sleep going hatchery first.
Pretty much what you would expect, right? I mean, Sulky opening up with that more defensive opener, well, you know, just thinking, well, I'm better overall, I can win in the long term.
Yeah, the top tier Zergs oftentimes open with caution, not because better players open with caution, but because people that are actually number one are most likely to be cheesed out. Someone's going to try to pull a fast one on them and kill them early on.
Like, does Sleep want to play a 30-minute game with no early advantages against Sulky? The answer is no.
Not. Yeah,
absolutely not.
So that's why a lot of times you'll see some of these players open up very defensively, such as Flash, for instance, as far as Terrans go. Parting oftentimes doing the same as well.
That's you know, it's a smart thing to do. You got to be expecting it, and we see that Sulky's actually scouted that Sleep does have a gas. We'll see what that means in a little bit. But, you know, it's an early game of ZVZ, so we don't have, like, a whole lot to go by until we see them start building.
We got to wait. They got to show us something before we can really tell you guys more about their strategies. You been playing any good games lately, Artosis?
Oh, tasteless. My Subway game right now is Fire Emblem Awakening, I think it's called. For
what is that
3DS.
On? Oh, 3DS. Okay.
Yeah, the little portable, the new Game Boy.
That's an old franchise, isn't it? I never played the Fire
franchise.
Emblems.
Yeah, I think I played one a little bit for like a Game Boy way long ago, I think. But anyways, this is a new experience for me. One of the most addicting, wonderful games. Oh my God, it's so good.
Oh, that's epic, man.
I am like,
I've been
my Subway trips. I actually missed the stop and had to get off the subway and go back today because
that's when you got a good game, man. I had a Castlevania Symphony of the Night on PSP, and I missed one stop like 2 times in a row. I got off, and then I'm like, all right, I got to do this, and then I get in a boss fight, and then I miss it again. By the way, we got the Ling scouting coming in here. You can see that there's not additional gas being mined right now, and we're gonna have a Ling scout here as well from Sleep.
Well, everything's still pretty normal overall. The one thing that's a little bit weird is that Sleep stopped mining gas with 44 gas in the bank. So that's obviously a little bit weird, a little bit odd.
Well, either he made a mistake or he wanted to pull the drones off gas, and then when he got scouted, he forgot to put them on. But I think it's probably just the first. That is weird, though. You're right. 44 gas. This is not tight play.
You know what I think it is because that gas was seen by Sulky, right? Because he had the Overlord in there. I think that what Sleep is doing here is he is going to throw about 1,000 curveballs and 1 knuckler at Sulky this game. And
well, he's mining gas again, right?
Yeah, I think he pulled him off. He's like, well, you see I'm getting gas, now I'm not going to do anything with my gas, and now I'm going to get all the gas.
So Sleep going to try to deliver some confusing information here, hoping that Sulky will take that and perhaps go in a different direction, making it a little bit more of an imbalanced situation here where Sleep can catch Sulky by surprise pretty soon here. By the way, they're both going for 4 gases right now. And turtling up, as you can see, structures here in the front.
Now this is kind of interesting from Sleep because he grabbed all his gases and he's putting the double Evo with the Roach Warren up at the front. This could be that he's going for like a quick 1-1 speed Roach. I kind of feel like this is a fake, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
he's actually going to go for maybe Spire Tech.
I'm kind of feeling that.
Well, I like what Sleep's doing right now. Sleep's basically showing a tech tree at the front, while also making that kind of a wall and making it like a bottleneck into the entrance of his base.
Yeah.
Oh no, never mind. We were wrong. Sleep is not being sneaky like we thought. He's getting the range and armor upgrades.
That could be the case as well. I got to watch this a little bit. Okay, there's the Roach speed coming as well, because you have to have all those wiggling or they're going to know anyways, but it looks like he is going to just stay on Roach. Maybe it is going to be just one of these 1-1 speed timings, because we don't see any sort of Spire or anything like that going up.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks pretty normal. Both of them, in fact, doing pretty much the exact same builds.
Sulky coming up here and attacking this hatchery. That hatchery will get canceled. The drone is going to be picked up. Nice guerrilla attack that's here from Sulky. Now going to be able to get out of this situation while still getting his own third base up. That should give him an economic lead if Sleep isn't able to do something to punish him in return.
Well, this is the difference between the players right here. The fact that, like, the one thing that Sulky did different here, he got speed, he made some lings, he's denied that third. Now, of course, that's going to put his Roach count a little bit lower for a little bit, but his third base is going to be a bit quicker, and these lings are still useful.
Oh, look at this. He's coming in here. He's going to clean up these creep tumors. And these lings are so fast that he's not, Sleep rather, is not going to be able to catch up and deny them. So far, really nice play here by Sulky. Sulky definitely on top. Even now getting a little bit of a supply lead as that third base just now finishes.
And Sulky is actually grabbing his infestation pit a little bit quicker. Now, Sleep actually has a lot more drones right now. He has about 12 more, and he's going pure Roach. Now, if he does not go for infestation pit, if he stays exactly on Roach Tech, makes nothing but Roach from here, he can have a little bit of an edge, especially with Sulky starting. Well, no, he starts 2-2 as well, so that's going to change a little bit also. But if he goes pure Roach, we've seen this before sometimes, where you stay on just units and the other player goes for infestors, and sometimes you can overwhelm.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
And I feel like that's going to be what Sleep is going for here.
Looks like Sulky actually go for an engagement here. Going to go ahead and push Sleep back. Now, the combination of Lings with the Roaches, Lings here to soak up the damage. But there is a Spine here as well, and Sulky immediately identifies that that's a fight he's not going to be the favorite in. Splits up his army and backs off. Looks like he wants to see if the Lings can perhaps run into the main, but a nice block there by Sleep with the Queen.
And he continues to make nothing but Roaches right now. We'll have to see if he adds a Hydralisk Den.
As far as the drone count goes, there is a little bit of a disparity here. Looks like Sulky's got about 60, whereas Sleep has about 63. But, with the third base finishing here earlier for Sulky, and he actually had his gases making before the third base even finished. So he's going to have a serious econ advantage.
Okay, he was making a Baneling Nest. I'm like, oh my god, what? My brain was trying to decode everything.
It's possible that Sleep's timing could work, though. I mean, it really could.
He's basically playing like Symbol from Wings of Liberty when everyone was going Infestor still. He's going Roach Hydra. Now he has to be careful, because if he hits at the wrong time, he'll be in trouble. But as of right now, he's got a big supply advantage. He's got a lot more Roaches, and 3 Infestors are not going to make up for the disparity in Roaches at this moment.
All right, as you can see, Sulky cranking out a lot more Roaches right now, and it's a lot of stuff also coming down to the angling here of the two armies. Okay, not the best Fungals either.
Oh man,
not the best Fungals.
Those Fungals, they're not doing it yet, and this is a huge amount of Roaches. That was a beautiful Contaminate, by the way, on that hatchery to prevent that production, and Sleep has some pretty big surface area. Look at this, Tasteless. He has a ton of Roaches right now.
Yeah, desperation here. Just 3 Infested Terrans thrown up here. Beautiful arc around Sulky's army, and Sleep may have proved everybody wrong here today in Game 1, as it looks like the third for Sulky is going to be wiped out. Sleep really doing a great job with his timing attack here. Now, it's not over just yet. Let's see if Sulky can come up with something quickly here.
Well, Sulky's in a lot of trouble right now, Tasteless. All these Roaches coming back up for Sleep. He's got his Hydralisk production almost started here, getting that range. Moving forward right now, he's picked off a lot of Infestors, and the drones come out. This should just be a Sleep victory in a moment.
Yeah, that should be it. GG. Sulky
Now that was
Best search
actually
in the whole world.